Welcome. I'm glad you guys are all here this morning. And if you're joining us online, we're glad that you joined us as well. Before we get going today, I just want to kind of let you know some things that are going on in our church and invite you guys to be a part of this. And some of it are just specific, like tonight we have a ladies' Bible study at 6:30, and not everybody's invited to that, just the ladies are invited for that. And if you haven't been a part of it already, it doesn't really matter. You can jump right in where they're at. And the lessons that the study that they've been doing for the past couple weeks have been really good. Lauren has walked away from that Bible study, and she said this is one of the best Bible studies that we've done with the ladies in all the years that we've done it. So if you want to join that, now if you can't come tonight, we are also putting it on Zoom, so you can log in on Zoom and join from your home. And I know some of you live a little further away, and it makes it a little harder to get here at night, but you can join on Zoom. So just talk to me after the service or talk to Lauren after the service, and you can be a part of the ladies' Bible study. This Saturday, we're inviting you all to come here and have the joy of working. And I know you work all week, but we have a lot of little projects we need to do at the church. And we just, as many people as can come, we'll be here from 8 to 12. One of the ladies from our church is making muffins. I think about 30 of them, so the first 30 get a muffin. You know, if you're number 31, maybe some of us will share one of our muffins with you. But just come, it'll be great. We've not big projects necessarily, but there's something that pretty much everybody could do something. We're going to scrub all the toys in the nursery and just wipe them down with, to protect our kids. We're going to, this building, we've already had one of the ladies already cleaned all the baseboards, but we've got other baseboards around the other buildings, things like that. And then we got some painting, some patchwork. Chip has put a lot of holes in that back wall, and he's pretty proud of it, but we're going to try to patch them up. So, but if you could come Saturday, anytime, if you come from 8 to noon, if you can only make it for a couple hours, that's fine. If you can't come Saturday, but you have a day off during this week and want to come and get all the work done, so all we do is eat the muffins, we're fine with that too. And so just let me know. There's a list of the projects that we have, at least for now. We'll probably add to that, but it's on the bulletin board back there, and you can just kind of get a glimpse of what needs to be done, so you can kind of either prepare for it on Saturday. On Sunday, from what I understand, we're having a baby shower for Amanda, and their baby's due anytime. So this is put on by the WMF, the Ladies Missionary Fellowship. If you have any questions on that, talk to Jerry or Michelle. They're heading it up. So, or Roberta, I think. I'm not part of the ladies' Bible study or the ladies' ministry, so talk to Jerry, all right, and get the details on it. But that's supposed to be this Sunday, and they'll tell you. I think it's like around 5 or something like that, right? 4:30. Okay. On April 2nd or April 10th, we have evangelist Rich Tozer coming to preach, and I'm inviting I'll have him preach at our adult Bible study in the morning. It's at 9:45, and I asked him to focus on couples, and this is for every couple, every age group, or if you are in the soon to become a couple or to get married, come and be a part of it. He has one message that he likes to preach when he only has one shot at a couple to try to help. He has a message he's going to preach. So that would be at 9:45, and then he'll be preaching the 11 o'clock service. Friday, we will have, this is April the 15th, a Good Friday service, and he will be speaking at that. We'll also celebrate communion, because Good Friday is when we typically remember the death of Christ, right? So we'll focus on that and the meaning of that. The gospel will be presented, and so if you want to invite some unsaved friends for this, that would be great as well. And then, of course, Easter is the 15th. And two other things that we just want you to be planning. The only reason we mentioned this far ahead is just so you can kind of be planning. One is, on May 5th, our church, adults and youth, volunteer typically to help the Crisis Pregnancy Center in Statesville. We have connections with them because Amy Horton's sister is the director of it, and she runs this. It's really a fundraiser where I think the first year that we helped with them, they were raising money to buy an ultrasound machine, because you get these young ladies who are pregnant, and they're pushed, well, you just have to abort the baby. And the idea of the Pregnancy Center is to help these young ladies make a decision to save the baby. And then some of these ladies that come in, this is their fourth or fifth child, or even their second child, and they are already strapped for cash. They're single moms. They don't know what to do. And this ministry helps. And they've saved, a bunch of lives, not just little babies' lives, but they've saved in helping the married couples and the moms and just knowing how to handle, having a baby and raising a child. We volunteer to help serve the tables. So they have this big banquet, and we serve drinks, we help set up, we help clean up. And if you're interested in it, this is for teenagers. I think the age limit, the youngest you can be is like 13 and older. So if you want to be a part of that, it's a great ministry to get involved. It's a great time for us to go. The more we have, the better help we can be for them. So if you could volunteer for this is April or May 5th. It's a Thursday night, and you can talk to Amy Horton about it. She's the one that sets this all up. And then the last thing I want to mention is several of our families were planning on having a yard sale this year, and so they decided to do it here at the church. And so we're inviting all of you to have a yard sale at our church. And we're going to do this May 21st. And if you have any questions on that, we're hoping to have a coffee truck out here. I'm trying to convince Tyler to get someone to bring a burrito truck to come to that. But those are not for sure. But if you have things, if you were planning on having a yard sale, this isn't really a fundraiser for our church, although these families said, their idea was if we make some money off of this, we'll donate part of it to the church. But it's not a fundraiser for our church. You can sell things and keep all the money for yourself. We're fine with that. It's just a time for us to be together and have a yard sale, get rid of the junk. Really what's going to happen is Robert's going to come and buy from everybody and take it all home. But that's okay. As long as he takes my stuff, we're good. But if you want to be a part of that, talk to Robert. He's setting it all up. And we'll do it whether it rains or not. We'll do it in the gym if it rains. We'll do it in the parking lot if it doesn't. And if you want to be a part of that, that'll be May 21st. I know it's almost 2 months away, but just so you can start planning on it. Okay, that's all the announcements. What we really came for was not the announcements. We really wanted to hear from God today and worship God today. So why don't you join me in prayer right before we start singing.